Welcome to our video on the member portal. For today's video, what we're going to go through is we're going to show you how you can update your contact information, how you can subscribe to email subscriptions, how you can update your directory details, so what is visible within the directory if one is available within your member portal, and then kind of explain what workspaces are and how those work. So we're going to jump over to the member portal. So one thing I do want to point out that this is just our generic demo site. Your member portal may look slightly different depending on what features are enabled and which ones are not. So first thing is when you get to your member portal from either your login credentials, so from your welcome email, or if it's on the website and you're clicking the login, you're going to come to a similar login page. It's just going to have a different banner and maybe some wording on the side. You simply put in your username and password. So it's going to be your email address that is within the system. If you try to use a different email address, it will not work. It'll treat you as a non-member. So just be careful about that. So I'm going to log in. I am a member. And when I log in, it's going to land on the member portal dashboard. And just going to give you a brief overview of the dashboard is the first thing is kind of like your welcome message. So here we just have a couple things to explain how to access things quickly. There might be tutorials or other things there that are important. On the side here are badges. So these are updates or in things that require attention. So I have a couple payments that I have to make. So there's invoices here to notify me that I need to pay those. Then you have down below any of the other modules that might be available to you, and then your workspace and any discussions that you're involved in. And I'll get to those in a few minutes. So first on our agenda is how do I update my contact information? So to do that, you go to my account, and now your menu here might look different than mine. So your main menu, and the reason is you might have fewer options available. So, but I'm just going to go to my account, and I'm going to go to my profile. And this is where your contact information is going to be. So I can update my name, email address, alternative email address, birth date. You can even add an image, so I can update my image if I simply just go to pictures. And I can upload my image. If you have any other items in here, you can update those. When I go to contact information, so this is for contact information, this is the mailing address information. So you have your business, so where you're located for your business, residential. You also have the ability to add your social media information as well. For this is my preferred contact address. This is for when the organization wants to mail you like snail mail or package or anything. You can indicate which mailing address you prefer them to send you information, whether that's residential or business. Next is your password. So you can reset your password directly in here, which we do recommend you do as soon as you log in for the first time. So update your password to something that you're going to remember. Then you're going to see your payment information. And then the other items here are any additional membership or contact profiles. So this individual membership profile are the answers that I submitted when I filled out my individual membership application. So I can come in here, and depending on the settings, so some admins don't want you to change certain information and only do it on renewals. But otherwise, you can update this information, especially if you have like areas of interest that you want to change. You can come in and update that information here. You then, on the next tab, have all of your membership information. So this is also available here. So these items are also available in your My Account menu. So you can see your membership and the different types of memberships that you have. You can see what your renewal date is. If you have a certificate, this is where you can come to download it. And if there is an option for automated recurring billing, this is where you can either opt in or opt out of that feature. Then you have your certificates. So this is any certificate that you've been granted. So for events or courses or anything along those lines, you can download those if you're having CE, that's where you would also be able to access them. Then you have your receipts. So any invoices that you have, whether it's membership, job postings, fundraising campaigns, anything that you purchase from the organization will be in here. If it's an outstanding, you can just come in and click to pay for that item directly in the system. You can see the invoice and then process your payment, or download the invoice for giving to your accounting team or anything along those lines. All right, so next is how do I subscribe to the different subscriptions that are available, or how do I opt out? So there is an option here for email notifications. Now, this is also for your Workspace notifications too, and I'll get to that in a minute. But first, here's where I can update what subscriptions I want to be a part of. So job posting alerts, yes. Year review, no, I don't really feel like getting that this year, so I'm going to switch it over. Data management, yes, I don't really want information on that, so I'm just going to switch these around. So you can change what items you want to receive from the organization, so you're in complete control of that. Next is Workspace notifications. So this is for your Workspaces, and this is just to determine on what frequency you like to be notified. So I'll get to what that is in just a minute, but this is just how you can change your notification settings. All right, next is how do I update my directory listings? So if I go back to my account, I go down to my directory listings. This is what you can get a snapshot of what your listing is going to look like. And so right now I have an organization directory. So it's pulling the organization logo, not my logo or my profile image. It's because it's the membership for the organization, not for me as an individual. So here's where I can see what it looks like. I can go down to edit directory listing and be able to determine what I don't want visible versus what I want visible, especially if it's on the public website. So I definitely don't want my email showing, my member number, expertise, that's fine. Everything else is fine, but I just don't want those two things visible. Now, if it doesn't have a check mark, that means that it is mandatory. It has to be shown due to policies of the organization. But if there is a check mark, you have the ability to turn them on or off. You also can update right within here any of the questions, directory questions that will appear in the directory. So you can come in and add, update that information. So I can go from resale to design, hit save, and it's updated. And just make sure you click update to save your work. And there you go. So now that's saved. So when you go over to your directory, which is in, all right. So that's how you update your directory listing. You can, like I just said, see the directories up at the top here. So it's in the main menu. You can search based off of interests or anything that's on the side, as well as keywords, or simply just by scrolling through. If you click on them, it does give you more information if it is available. So just something to keep in mind. So I'll go to the one that we just did. So it does say that it's now design, and that's the industry that we're in. What are Workspaces? Workspaces are a community board that allow you to have discussions with individuals with similar interests. So the admin committee is allowed to set these up, and they are restricted to only individuals within the workspace. So if somebody's not within the directory of the workspace, they are not able to see what's going on. So they have to be granted specific access to these for them to be able to see it. But you can simply access discussion forums by going to the correct category, and you can go into the discussion. You can see all the different topics that are available. You can click on a specific topic and type in hello all to introduce yourself. Hit reply. You can even upload files to attach links, anything kind of along those lines. And then you can see the thread. Now, every time somebody posts something in here, you can get a notification. You can adjust the notification right here on the side within the workspace or you can go back up to my account and go to email notifications where we were and adjust them on a grander scale. So you can set everything to instant, never, daily, monthly, whatever frequency you'd like. And then you can also bookmark so that it's directly on your dashboard. So if you bookmark it, you can go to your dashboard and be able to see it bookmarked here for you. The recent discussions are anything that has been recently been added or is been tagged as significant. Those will be at the very top. All right, well, that's our video on the member portal. Like I said, you might have a slightly different view than what is here, depending on what is available. I do have quite a few of our modules open and available within this demo site. Your team, admin team, might not have everything. They might be working on it or adding more things as you guys grow, but I hope you enjoy.